Have you ever stood at a checkout counter, wanted to ask a simple question about a price or a discount, and just paid full price instead because the English words wouldn't come out fast enough? Today, that ends. By the end of this episode, you'll be able to ask about prices, sizes, discounts, and even handle a return, all in clear, confident English. Ready to shop without fear? Welcome back to Easy English Classroom. I'm David.
And I'm Alice.
This is day 6 of Speak English in 30 Days, and today we're mastering shopping and prices in English.
Oh, this is such a useful one. I travel a lot, and shopping always makes me nervous.
You're going to feel so much more prepared by the end. Today's numeric goal, 35 spoken sentences again, plus 5 shopping phrases you can use on your very next trip to a store.
5 phrases for my next shopping trip? I'm ready.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so here's my honest fear. I never know how to ask for a discount politely. In my language, there's a certain tone you use, but in English, I worry I'll sound rude or pushy if I ask for a lower price.
That's such a valid concern, and a lot of learners feel exactly the same way. The fear of sounding rude often stops people from even trying. Here's the good news. English actually has very soft, polite ways to ask about price, and once you learn them, they sound natural, not pushy at all.
Really? I always imagined it would sound too direct.
Not if you use the right phrasing. You're not alone in worrying about tone. It's one of the trickiest parts of shopping language. But today, we'll build phrases that sound friendly and respectful every time.
Okay, that takes a lot of pressure off already.
Good. Let's start building. Let's warm up. If you want to ask the price of something, what would you say?
How much?
Good, simple and clear. Let's upgrade it. Excuse me, how much does this cost?
Excuse me, how much does this cost?
Perfect. Next, if you want to ask for a different size, what would you say?
You have bigger size?
Let's smooth that out. Do you have this in a bigger size?
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Excellent. Next, if something feels too expensive, how would you say that politely?
Too expensive for me.
Let's expand. That's a little out of my budget, actually.
That's a little out of my budget, actually.
Beautiful. Very natural and polite. One more. If you want to return something, what would you say?
I want return this.
Let's polish it. Hi, I'd like to return this, please.
Hi, I'd like to return this, please.
That sounds so polished and professional. Great upgrade. Let's go deeper. Alice, what's usually the very first question you ask in a store, before anything else?
I think asking if they have a specific item or asking the price.
Exactly. Availability and price are usually the first two. A great starter phrase is, "Excuse me, do you have this in," and then a color, size, or style. Try completing this. Excuse me, do you have this in black?
Excuse me, do you have this in black?
Perfect. Now, what about when you want to politely ask if there's a discount without sounding pushy?
Maybe, is there a discount?
That works, but here's a softer, more natural version. Is there any chance of a discount on this? The phrase any chance makes it sound like a gentle question, not a demand.
Is there any chance of a discount on this?
That's such a perfect, polite way to ask. Now here's a useful idiom for shopping. When something is a really good price, lower than expected, we say it's a steal. Like, honestly, at that price, it's a steal.
I love that phrase. It sounds so confident and casual.
It really does. Now, what about at a market where bargaining is more common? How would you start that conversation?
Maybe, can you make it cheaper?
Close. Let's upgrade. Would you be able to do it for a bit less? That phrasing is much softer and more commonly used in friendly bargaining.
Would you be able to do it for a bit less?
Perfect delivery. Very natural for a market setting. Now, here's a quick grammar point. Notice we use would here instead of will or can. Would makes requests sound politer and less direct, which is especially useful when negotiating price.
I never thought about would making things sound more polite. That's helpful.
It's a small word with a big effect. Now, what if you decide not to buy something after asking the price? How do you politely walk away?
Maybe just say, no thank you?
That works, but let's add a little more warmth. Thanks anyway. I think I'll keep looking.
Thanks anyway. I think I'll keep looking.
That's such a graceful way to leave a conversation without any awkwardness. Let's practice with role plays. First scenario, shopping for a jacket in a clothing store. I'll be the shop assistant. Hi there, let me know if you need any help.
Thanks. Actually, do you have this jacket in a medium size?
Let me check. Yes, we do. Here you go.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And how much is it, by the way?
That was excellent. You naturally combined a size question and a price question, exactly how a confident shopper would.
That actually felt really smooth. I didn't even think about it twice.
That's real progress. Second scenario, bargaining at a local market for a handmade bag. I'll be the market seller. This bag is $20, very good quality, handmade.
It's really nice. Would you be able to do it for 15?
How about 18?
That sounds fair. I'll take it for 18.
Perfect bargaining, friendly, respectful, and you reached a fair agreement naturally.
I actually really enjoyed that one. It felt like a fun little game.
That's exactly how bargaining should feel, light and friendly, never tense. Third scenario, returning a shirt that didn't fit. I'll be the store clerk. Hi, how can I help you today?
Hi, I'd like to return this, please. It doesn't fit quite right.
No problem at all. Do you have the receipt?
Yes, right here. Thank you for your help.
Calm, clear, and polite the entire time. Returns can feel stressful, but you handled that beautifully.
Returns used to scare me, but this felt surprisingly simple.
And now you have a real script ready for exactly that moment. Time for our shadowing drill. I'll say it, you repeat it. Ready?
Ready.
Excuse me, how much does this cost?
Excuse me, how much does this cost?
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Is there any chance of a discount on this?
Is there any chance of a discount on this?
That's a little out of my budget, actually.
That's a little out of my budget, actually.
Would you be able to do it for a bit less?
Would you be able to do it for a bit less?
I'd like to return this, please.
I'd like to return this, please.
Do you have the receipt with you?
Do you have the receipt with you?
Thanks anyway. I think I'll keep looking.
Thanks anyway. I think I'll keep looking.
Honestly, at that price, it's a steal.
Honestly, at that price, it's a steal.
Could I try this on, please?
Could I try this on, please?
That's 10 more sentences. Combined with everything today, you've spoken well over 35 sentences once again.
I actually feel ready to negotiate a little at a market now, which is new for me.
That's wonderful progress. Confidence really does build one phrase at a time. Let's lock in today's vocabulary. First word, budget. The amount of money you plan to spend. This is a bit over my budget. Your turn.
I always try to stick to my budget when I travel.
Great example. Next, discount. A reduction in price. Is there a discount on this item?
I always ask about a discount before buying something expensive.
Very natural. Next, bargain. To negotiate a lower price. Also, a good deal. We bargained for a better price at the market.
I love bargaining at markets when I travel to new countries.
Excellent usage. Next, receipt. A piece of paper proving you bought something. Keep your receipt in case you need to return it.
I almost lost my receipt, so I couldn't return the item easily.
Lovely sentence. Next, refund. Money given back after returning something. They gave me a full refund for the broken item.
I asked for a refund because the shoes didn't fit.
Very relatable. Next, try on. To put on clothing to see if it fits. Can I try this on before buying it?
I always try on shoes before deciding to buy them.
Honest and useful. Next, steal. Informally, something sold at a surprisingly low price. At that price, it's a total steal.
This jacket was such a steal. I couldn't believe the price.
That's such a great example. Last word, afford. To have enough money for something. I can't really afford that right now.
I can't afford a new phone right now, so I'm waiting for a sale.
That's a wonderful, very honest sentence to end on. Quiz time. Question 1. What's a polite phrase to ask about a discount without sounding pushy?
You can say, "Is there any chance of a discount on this?" which sounds gentle and polite.
Excellent recall. Question 2. Why is would often politer than can or will when bargaining?
Because would makes the request sound softer and less direct, which is helpful when negotiating price.
Perfect understanding. Question 3. What should you bring with you if you want to return an item?
You should bring the receipt because it proves you bought it there.
Great answer. Question 4. Can you use the word steal in your own sentence?
These sunglasses were only $5. What a steal.
Very natural. Last question. How do you feel about shopping in English now compared to the start of the episode?
Honestly, I feel much more confident. Having polite phrases ready makes asking about prices and discounts feel completely normal now.
That's such a meaningful shift. Let's close with 5 tips for shopping confidently in English. Use softer words like would and phrases like any chance of when asking about price. They sound polite, never pushy. Always keep your receipt until you're sure you're happy with your purchase in case you need to return or exchange it. When bargaining, keep the tone light and friendly. A smile and a polite phrase go a long way. If something is too expensive, it's completely fine to politely walk away. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Practice asking about sizes, colors, and discounts in advance so those questions come out naturally in the moment. Alice, how do you feel now compared to the beginning of today's episode?
At the start, I genuinely worried that asking for a discount would sound rude, but now I actually have soft, polite phrases ready, and shopping feels a lot less stressful.
That's such a meaningful shift. Let's recap what we covered today. 1. We warmed up with shopping phrases and upgraded each one. 2. We had a deep conversation about prices, sizes, and polite bargaining, plus a useful idiom about getting a great deal. 3. We practiced 3 real-life role plays, a clothing store, a market, and a return. 4. We shadowed 10 essential shopping sentences. 5. We learned 8 new vocabulary words. And 6. We quizzed ourselves to lock everything in.
This episode genuinely felt practical. I'll probably use these phrases on my very next shopping trip.
That's exactly the goal. And that's day 6 of 30 complete. If today's episode made shopping feel less intimidating, please like and subscribe. It helps so many more learners discover this series.
And here's your homework. Today, practice asking about an item out loud, its price, size, and whether there's a discount, using at least 10 sentences, just like our drill today.
And leave a comment telling us what's a shopping situation that makes you nervous. We'd love to hear it, and we might cover it in a future episode.
Next is day 7, and we're wrapping up our first week with something fun, talking about hobbies and free time.
See you then. Keep speaking, keep shadowing. You're 1 week away from real progress.
Bye, everyone.